bayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin mabuti na lahat ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa, handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba, pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan. Sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin ang lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin ang lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, takas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
The stage is set for our main game tonight at the National Basketball League Season 22 Chairman's Cup. And it's going to be a good one. You have the DF Bulacan Republicans taking on the challenge of the Muntinlupa Constructicons. Again, that's our game at hand. And it's surely going to be a good one at the Servino here at the Brenzi Giao Convention Center, the epicenter of basketball in Central Luzon. For the continuing action from our Chairman's Cup, you see on their screens right now, warming up in white, the Constructicons, and in blue, the Republicans. Of course, the Republicans are coming off from a resounding 103-94 win over the Las Piñas Oil Machine last October 7. It was a wire-to-wire win, actually, for the Republicans. They never allowed the Oil Machine to taste the lead, and you can see in the numbers why. Of course, a big disparity in rebounds and in second chance points. So again, hustle, okay, and the will to win was the key there for the Republicans. Of course, in that game, one player stood out, and he's on your screens right now, the young man, Ari Humakyo. 21 points, 8 rebounds in only 33 minutes. Of course, this young man, a find from St. Clair College of Caloocan, acquitting himself very well in his first games as a professional athlete. Meanwhile, the Constructicons, they lost the other day to the undefeated league leader, the Union Power, at home in Angeles Resort in Muntinlupa City. The score there, 105-86. No, the power is simply too powerful for the Constructicons. But one positive in that game, the man on your screen right now, Lloyd Cabigin. Now Lloyd, the big man, was a good, he really carried the load with 17 points and 7 rebounds, and expect him to carry it more in today's game against the Republicans. Meanwhile, we'll turn you over to our call-team announcer to call out the starting lineups.
The NBL Pilipinas 2022 Season Chairman's Cup, ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown. Let's make way for the starting lineups. First, for Bulacan DF Republicans. At forward number 4, from Hagonoy, Bulacan, RV Humaquio. Also at forward number 77, from Marilao, Bulacan, Jobert Medina. Starting at guard number 24, from Santa Maria, Bulacan, Gab Capacio. Center number 19, from Bustos, Bulacan, Ivan Santos. And at point guard number 11, from Paumbong, Bulacan, Christian Nescio. Bulacan DF Republicans head coach is Governor Daniel Fernando, will be led by Makoy Fajardo. Now the starting unit for Muntinlupa Constructicons. Starting at guard number 4, from Tunasan, Muntinlupa, Kyle Villablanca. One guard number 8, from Putatan, Muntinlupa, Julian Santiago. At forward number 15, from Kupang, Muntinlupa, Manu Cudinera. Also at forward number 18, from Sucat, Muntinlupa, Norjan Tendenilla. Playing center number 20, also from Kupang, Muntinlupa, Lloyd Cabigin. Muntinlupa Constructicons head coach is Jerome Ejercito. Referees for this ball game.
And there you have it. We are ready to bring you the Republicans against the Constructicons. You see on your screens the starting lineups. A little change here for the Republicans. We have Ivan Santos starting at center for the first time. There's Ivan Santos, a recruit from Mapua. Okay, first possession is with the Republicans. They are in blue against the white shirts of Muntinlupa. And it's nice to see Gabe Capacio back in action. You know, in their second game, Capacio played only a couple of minutes in the first quarter and never returned. I guess he hurt himself. So it's nice to see that Capacio is back. So first point of the game, courtesy of RV Humaquio. Villablanca looking for a teammate. And a turnover. Okay, Nescio, the veteran. Humaquio looking for a teammate. Somebody needs to cut. Instead, there's a steal. Fast break now. Santiago with the reverse. And he did a good job protecting the ball with his body. So now, the Constructicons can sit down. Now that they have points on the board. Santos, power move. Too much power. Rebound now cleared by Muntinlupa. So one change we see here for Muntinlupa. Francis Abarcar is not the starting point guard, but Cabigin continuing from where he left off against La Union a few days ago. Actually, it's last Saturday to be exact. Nice touch from the burly big man. Capacio hesitating, drops it off to Santos. Yes! Hopefully, this will be a breakout game for Ivan Santos. Meanwhile, a stop here. Triggers the break, but they apply the brakes. Capascio now to Nesho. We will watch this combination throughout the game. And chalk up 2 points for Jobert Medina. Codinera for 3. It's an air ball. It's going to be the ball for the Republicans. Medina now to Capascio. Capascio. Jumper. No. Rebound Santos. And I guess Santos, we can say that Santos has answered the need of Bulacan for an inside presence. If you notice, Bulacan has lost a lot of players in the offseason, and most of them are their taller players. So recruiting Santos is a big plus for the Republicans, but Santos has to work on his free throws. Another miss by Santos. Capascio with the long rebound. Feeding Nesho. Nesho, extra pass, Medina losing it. And ball will stay with the Republicans. Of course, if you notice the uniform of Santos, it says I Santos. Oh no, referee says it's going to be white ball. There's another Santos, Anjuan Sidney Santos, on the lineup of Bulacan. Cabegin against Santos. Oh, he's blocked. And Santos taking advantage of his longer wingspan. But for sure, Cabegin is much heavier and harder to push around. Baseline to Lloyd. Lloyd from 13 feet. No. Recovered by the Constructicons. It's with Cabegin inside against 4 defenders. Well, he forced the issue. Blew in his face. Meanwhile, a reverse. Yes. Expect more of that from Nesho. We're only in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Villablanca. Cabegin. Jumper. Yes. 2 points for Tendenilia. Medina to Santos at the post. You can say some form of a Mapua University connection. Of course, both players with roots to Mapua University. But I don't think they were teammates. Meanwhile, here's that shot by Nesho, followed by this response by Norjan Tendenilia. All right, now Constructicons with the ball. They can go for the lead. No. Pumakyo with the clearance. Nesho applying the brakes. Good defense here by Santiago. And referee says it's going to be Bulacan ball. Santos pops out to receive. He will give it back to Capascio. Capascio. And a steal by Villablanca. Will go all the way. Yes, yes, yes. 2 puntos for Senor Villablanca. Medina now to Humakyo. Jumper, good line, but no shot. Oh, kept alive by Medina. Still no go. I like the way Bulacan is crashing the boards. Capascio, still no go. And a foul ends the madness. All right, Aldrich Liwag will come in to spell Ivan Santos. Of course, if you look at the past years of Bulacan, Liwag was ahead of Santos in the big man rotation. But I guess, you know, with as the based on their scouting, probably the coaching staff decided that it would be better to tweak our depth chart a bit. Okay, Abarcar will now come in, and now Dick Benedictos will come in. And one thing about Benedictos, he has to find his shooting at this conference. Of course, in the last conference, the President's Cup, Benedictos made a name for himself as a deadly shooter from the perimeter for the Republicans. Of course, give the guy maybe he might find the shooting touch today. Who knows? Shooters will always get their shot. Nesho will picture of concentration for his next free throw. This is for the tie. For the tie. Okay, they're still behind by one, but they keep it alive. Liwag with the offensive rebound. Gives it to Benedictos. First touch. Nesho will explode to the basket. Kick out. Capasio. One-hander. No. Rebound. Muntinlupa. Villablanca. Kick out. Abarcar, his first touch. To the post. Blocked. Public display of rejection. Capasio. Benedictos. No. Battle for it. And Liwag cleans up the mess. So offensive rebound and 2 points for Aldrich Liwag. A product of the Far Eastern University. And of course a homegrown from Bulacan. Abarcar. Cordillera, nice form. But the miss. And a one-handed rebound with authority by Liwag. If I'm not mistaken, Liwag also played for Lyceum. Yes, he transferred later on. Abarcar will wait for his teammates. Finds Cordillera underneath. Cordillera with the reverse. And that should get Manu's game going. Now, all these players need is just one shot. Just one conversion. And, it's not going to stop. Okay, Liwag at the post. To Benedictos. Benedictos! Oh, offensive foul. And the referee says, wait. They signal for a sportsmanlike foul, so they will sort this out. They will check the video. So now both teams are separated. But of course, they are not allowed to talk to their coach. No huddle. Here it is again. Look at the replay here. Okay, Benedictos. Strong move. So, what happened here? We might see it here. Better angle. All right, here's the strong move. Oh, okay. So, we see there, Manu Cordillera lost his balance and almost ran into the path of a driving Benedictos. But that's that's what we saw from our angle. Let's see what the referees will rule. Okay, let us not preempt the official announcement.
Offensive foul on number 4, Harvey Lumanga, as his first. Technical foul is called on number 18.
Okay, so here's what happened. Here's the decision. It's a foul, an offensive foul on RV Humacio. Okay, on RV Humacio. But after that, a technical foul was slapped on Norjan Tendinilla for a second motion. But Capasio, unable to capitalize on the free throw. So Tendinilla will sit down for 3 playing minutes. He can come back at the 2-minute and 10-second mark of this first quarter. Villa Blanca, they are nursing a 1-point lead, the Constructicons. Long bomb by Morisca. No, and another authoritative rebound by Liwag. Shirt play, says Julius Lorenzo. Okay, Lorenzo, fresh in the game, out of the De La Salle Araneta University. Liwag now asserting himself underneath. A steal here. Cannot be not completed though. Good recovery here by Muntinlupa. Abarcar says we'll take it easy. We have a whistle. The referees see a foul away from the ball. So it's on Liwag. And believe it or not, that is the first foul of Bulacan after almost 8 minutes of play. And Sabado unable to handle it. Cordillera faking. Cordillera to the corner. No. Battle for it. It's won by Abarcar. Alright, Capascio now will challenge the defense, and Capascio will be given continuation. You know, that's how much they missed. You can see the value here of Gabe Capascio. You know, he did not play well. You can say he only played a couple of minutes in their second game and then missed their succeeding game. And you can see the value that Capascio brings. And he completes the bonus. So the lead now of the Republicans is 4 after the 3-point play by Capascio from Santa Maria, Bulacan. Cordillera turn around. And it's recovered by Morisca. Sabado will attack. He's blocked from behind by Humacchio. Oh, helter-skelter. Humacchio has it. Humacchio! No! Liwag, Capascio rather. Capascio with 5 straight points. Cordillera for 3. No. And now Lorenzo with the outlet. Capascio! Yes! And that prompts Coach Ejercito to call a timeout for Muntinlupa. Look at the strong drive. But Gabe Capaccio's there to clean it up. And then Capascio with the breakaway left-handed layup. Timeout! We'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup. So you see there the huddle of the Bulacan Republicans. And I like the print. I like the print of their uniform, all those stars. I mean, well, let's talk about Aldrich Liwag. Of course, against the Las Piñas Oil Machine, 14 points, 13 rebounds, and look at this, only 23 minutes. That is efficiency with a capital E. So no wonder that Liwag is ahead of Santos in the rotation for the big man. Meanwhile, the Republicans on the 9-0 run, they were behind 9-10, and then now they're ahead 18-10. Of course, a big part of that run, courtesy of Gabe Capascio. Abarcar, air ball, and last touch. And Semasio could not handle it. Capascio now will take a much-deserved rest. Meanwhile, they're having trouble. Javier is pushed too far. Lorenzo using the Liwag screen. Lorenzo back to Liwag, but well anticipated by the defense. And Unisa gets the basket. Renzo Unisa. 2-minute warning for the first quarter. It has been action-packed so far. Well played by both sides. Javier losing it but recovers, and a good move, wise move there by Lorenzo. And they will keep possession. And that's a good move. Just don't bounce the ball in the face of your opponent. Okay, you can bounce the ball on the leg, on the foot, but never on the face. Because if you bounce it in the face, you might just get thrown out. Okay. All right, one-hander, yes. And now Muntinlupa slowly rising back, but they're still behind by 6. Lorenzo now will cross the timeline. Liwag pops out. Liwag to Benedictos. And traveling on Benedictos. Well, I guess, you know, the scouting of Muntinlupa, they did a good job scouting. They know that Benedictos is a shooter. So once he gets the ball, they quickly, you know, defend him. They pressure him, and of course, before that, they make sure that he doesn't receive the ball, because they know that he's a shooter. All right, Constructicons on the attack. Nico Gonzalez announcing his presence with that strong drive. Of course, Nico, he has one Best Player award to his name in this conference. Lorenzo with a miss. You know, the second unit of Muntinlupa is, you know, working quite well to stay in the game. And, of course, credit again the second unit. And while the starters don't get their rest, recover their bearings. But of course, let's see what's on the mind of Coach Jerome Hercito. And turnover, ball will go back to the Constructicons. Another chance for Muntinlupa to chip away at this deficit. Gonzalez will receive. Of course, Nico Gonzalez, one of the standouts from the pamantasan ng lungsod ng Muntinlupa Marshals. And Abarcar, circus shot. Instead, he is fouled. Well, with all those movements by Abarcar, it's not surprising that he will get into contact and draw the foul. At the line now, Francis Abarcar for his gift shots. And he makes the first one. See on your screens there, Coach Jerome Hercito. Of course, easily, you know, one of the more popular coaches in the NBL. And behind him, of course, the defense minister, Coach Jerry Cordillera, their head of basketball operations. All right, Benedictos gives it to Lorenzo. Last shot. No. Wow. What a very entertaining first quarter we had unfold right before our eyes. Republicans hanging on to the 20-18 lead. Of course, here's that last second heave that went nowhere. That's why our score remains 20-18. And we'll be back for more of this exciting ball game. You wouldn't want to miss that. You are watching the NBL Chairman's Cup. And hello again, basketball fans. You're just in time to join us for the start of the second quarter of this well-played game between the Bulacan Republicans and the Muntinlupa Constructicons. And look at the field goal shooting in that first quarter. Well, it's almost even. You can say that, Bulacan just ahead by a couple of percentage points as far as shooting clip is concerned. But again, we expect that because our score is 20-18. Now, only a 2-point lead for Bulacan. Of course, that first quarter, we can say was a game of runs. One team jumped ahead and then the other team fought back. The other team then staged a rally. Just like a typical slam-bang heavyweight boxing match. So they were really exchanging haymakers there. That's why it was a very entertaining first half. Meanwhile, Julius Felix Lorenzo finds the hoop. So he ups the lead of the Republicans to 4, 22-18. So let's dissect the first half numbers in more detail. Of course, Capasio, the high man for Bulacan, with 7 points, followed by Liwag with 6 points off the bench. Meanwhile, on the part of Muntinlupa, a lot of players with 2 points each, but Nicolo Gonzalez with 4 points off the bench to show the way. Well, for a while, Bulacan led by 8 points, 18-10. And that is when they struck a 9-0 run. Like what I said, the first quarter was a game of runs. After that 9-0 run, it was the turn of Muntinlupa. There was 6-0 run of their own. All right, Morisca will sit down. And I believe this is Masho who's coming in. And Liwag will continue to man the slot for the Republicans. Foul away from the ball. It's on Benedictos, caught grabbing on the shirt of a Constructicon. Don't worry, guys. I mean, hey, if you want, you can trade jerseys after the game as a sign of sportsmanship. Meanwhile, we have a trip, but referee says it's just going to be a out of bounds in favor of the Constructicons. Meanwhile, Capasio will return to replace Benedictos. Again, we are hoping that Benedictos finds his shooting touch in this game. They need it badly. Oh, long bomb by Unisa. It had a good line. And the ball tap won by Liwag. And again, Liwag showing his toughness underneath. Yes, I'm the boss. Oh, traveling. Yes, very clear. They better check their spacing. And you can just see the frustration on the face of Julius Lorenzo. Again, this is the professional level. Even in the professional level, you still make those mistakes. It's understandable, though. They are all humans. They're allowed to make mistakes. Now, nobody's perfect. Meanwhile, Abarkar does not get the bounce. And with a whistle, a foul on the rebound. A loose ball foul. So 14 on the shot clock for Muntinlupa. And they fire. Short again. And the ball will stay with Muntinlupa. But before that, we have a timeout called by Coach Ejercito and the Constructicons. And we'll be back for more for NBL Chairman's Cup. Stay with us. All right, that last time it was called by Coach Jerome Hercito and the Constructicons. So they will do the baseline inbound with 14 on their shot clock. They're having trouble finding an open man. Abarcar finally pops out. And Abarcar drives strong, too strong though. Lorenzo dribbling on the foot. Gonzalez, back to Gonzalez. Oh, volleyball block by RV. Lorenzo to Capascio. Yes, yes, yo. All right, Abarcar says, let's slow it down. We don't want Bulacan to dictate the tempo. Abarcar against Capascio. This is a good matchup. Gonzalez against Lorenzo. Gonzalez spinning, and he's blocked again by Humacchio. And a foul away from the ball. Offensive foul on Capascio. Here it is again. Oh, look at that. Jogging for position away from the ball, and it looks like Capascio hit Abarcar on the chin based on what you see on the video. And at the same time, Capascio is assessed a warning for complaining. All right, look at the blocks. 5 against none. I guess it's very obvious. You know, with all, no, they're not only 5 blocks, but 5 nerve-wracking blocks. Okay, Semasio cannot convert. And wow, look at that rebound by Liwag, just fighting for the Spalding basketball. All right, Semasio. Will he dunk? Oh, he'll go for the layup. Still 2 points. You use less energy. Shirt, says Nesho. What is shirt? Okay, RV receives at the top of the key. And he's looking for someone to pass to, but Muntinlupa doing a good job of denying the passing lanes. All right, here's that breakaway by Semasio. And you like it when your big man is sprinting down the floor. It goes to show you how much he wants to win this game. Well, the big men of Muntinlupa will surely learn a lot from Coach Jerry Codinero, no, arguably the best, if not one of the best big men in recent years. One thing about Coach Jerry, when he was playing, he had great footwork, and he can teach that to his pupils. The bigs of Muntinlupa, like this one, Lloyd Cabegin. And one good thing about Lloyd, his soft touch, his soft hands. He can make those jumpers, so you have to cover him. Throwing out the defense. Meanwhile, Humacchio traveling. Here it is again. This is what I'm talking about. No, they have to mark. They have to body up. They have to challenge Lloyd. Just like what I said, no, he has good hands. He has soft hands for a big man. Meanwhile, Villablanca whips it inside. In the case of overpassing, ball will go out of bounds in favor of the Republicans. So now Liwag will take a much-deserved rest, and Santos will come back in. So it looks like that Liwag will have the lion's share of the minutes at the center spot. Meanwhile, look at Cabegin and Santos wrestling at the low blocks. And ball will go the way of Muntinlupa. Good defense there by the Constructicons. Codinera. Inside Cabegin, another block. That should be the 6th block and possibly the 3rd. Let's check. Yes, the 3rd block by RV. right? They just changed the Spalding basketball. We got a lot of those. Thank you, Spalding. Here it is again. Look at that. Oh, they bite into the fake and yes, a clean block. Clean block by RV. No contact. Just all ball. Cabegin, jumper. No. Ball tap. Back to Cabegin. Cordillera. Oh, not ready to receive. Madanlo. Last touch though on Ivan Santos. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cordillera now. Back to Manu. Manu. Inside. Extra pass. Yes. You will never go wrong with the extra pass, I tell you. Oh, a steal. Bounce pass, Santiago. Inside. Another extra pass. Cordillera. Yes. 4 points now for Manu. And that prompts Bulacan to call a timeout. Look at this. First, Cordillera with the hockey assist to Cabegin. And then Cordillera helps himself. We'll be back for more of this exciting ball game. You wouldn't want to miss that here at NBL Chairman's Cup. On your screens, the Bulacan Republicans. And now, no, they have lost the lead. But we have a seesaw game ensuing here. They can equalize in this possession. Santos at the post, faking a pass. Santos now will power through. Instead, kick out. Three-pointer on the way. No. And Cabegin, good box out. You know, you don't need to be 6'6" and above to dominate the boards. All you need is good positioning and timing. Like Lloyd Cabegin. Okay, Santiago playing with a bandaged eyebrow. Meanwhile, Madanlo is spotted for an offensive foul. And I guess Coach Ejercito is not happy with that development, as you can see on the expression on his face. One-hander by Capascio, too strong. And it's won by Santos. Santos is deep, and he is fouled. And now Santos will troop to the line. No, actually, I said when they recruited Santos out of Mapua, but actually, no, before Mapua, Santos made a name for himself with the Technological Institute of the Philippines Engineers. No, that's why Mapua took him in. No, he had a good career there at TIP, so he transferred to Mapua. No, he proved to be a very reliable big man for both the Engineers and Cardinals. So we are not surprised that he is now playing professionally. Meanwhile, Santiago turn around, yes! You know, what bandage? You know, this bandage is nothing. Capascio now to Santos. Oh boy, you know, Santos and Cabegin have been wrestling a lot in this game. But it seems that the referees have seen enough. No, before they would just say, okay, let go, do that, you know, do that thing, guys. But enough is enough. They have to blow their whistles. All right, looper by Nesho, no. And the rebound is collected by Manu. All right, Manu to the corner. No. Battle for it, won by Nesho. Nesho now. They will attack. Oh, foul in midair. And Alulod will shoot free throws. So at the line, Dylan Alulod. First one is good. Second one coming here for Alulod. Oops, miss. So a 2-point lead still for the Constructicons. Oh, Santiago exploding to the basket. Defense was caught flat-footed. What an explosive move by Santiago. Santos. Handoff to Alulod. To the corner. Capascio, another one-hander. No good. Battle for it. It's won by Muntinlupa. All right, Santiago is feeling it. No, but out. And Danilia coming out of nowhere for the rebound, and he'll give it to Coliniera. They'll set it up. Villablanca using the double screen. Villablanca! 2 points. Six points now is the lead. For the Constructicons, it matches their 6-point lead earlier. Oh, check that. This is their biggest lead. Their biggest lead in the first quarter was 3 points, 4-1 early on. So this Villablanca has just given Muntinlupa its biggest lead of the game. Meanwhile, Humacchio draws a foul. And good on the first. All right, Nesho will sit down again. And Lorenzo will spell him. And looking at the numbers of Nesho. Well, only 2 points by Nesho way back in the first quarter. And you can say that you have not really felt the presence of Christian Nesho in this game. But then again, he might just heat up in the second half. A great defense there, but Santos runs out of space. But still, admire the effort, admire the hustle shown there on defense by the blue shirts. Sabado, handoff to Santiago. Santiago, from 15 feet, yes! They give this man a Purple Heart for playing injured. He deserves that medal, a Purple Heart. It's given to those who are wounded in combat. Santos cannot coax it in. Instead, he will get his points the hard way by the free throw line. Here it is again. You know, Santos, he does not mind. I mean, Santiago not minding that big bandage on his forehead. Meanwhile, all eyes on Ivan Santos. And he misses the free throw. Second one, let's see. Oh, 2 misses by Santos. Oh, but they get it back. Humacchio at the right position at the right time. Bulacan still within striking distance. Santiago. Oh, Sabado's open. Yes. Hilario Sabado. Capascio now. Another whistle away from the ball. So now the Constructicons are in the penalty. So Ivan Santos, in this last trip, he missed 2 shots. Make that 3 misses in a row for Ivan. And think about it, if only they were making their free throws, this game could be very different. Bulacan could be leading by now. Oh, 4 straight misses by Santos. All right, steal. A chance here for Lorenzo to score. Oh, block by Cabegin. And that's another example. Now, you don't need to be a high leaper to get those volleyball blocks. All you need is good timing. Meanwhile, Liwag will come back. And Santos will sit down. Meanwhile, Santiago. A speedster, yes! Just like on the South Luzon Expressway on the way to Muntinlupa. All right, Humakyo. They bounce it inside to Liwag. Good matchup against Cabegin. Meanwhile, Lorenzo, too strong. Santiago is everywhere. Almost a minute left before we call it a half. Oh, reverse is blocked. Another block by the Republicans. You know, they might as well be called the Reblocklicans. All right. That's how to block. And we have a timeout. We'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup. You just saw the timeouts of Bulacan and Muntinlupa. And Arvi Humakyo, look at that, huh? He has more blocks than points. He has 6 blocks and 5 points. That's a rarity. Abarkar. Oh. All right, Lorenzo, bounce pass. Jobert. And give a whistle. And Medina will shoot free throws. Here it is again. Oh, yes. You know, Manu just moved. You know, when you set up your defense and you want to draw a charge, just stay there, freeze. Don't move, or else the referees will call you for a foul. And when you talk about defense, nobody did it better than Manu's father, Coach Jerry Cordillera. That's why he's called the defense minister. All right, kick out. Santiago. 30 seconds left. Air ball. Shot clock will continue. But here's a steal by the Republicans. Medina. Too deep. Vice Benedictos. Hopefully that basket will get Benedictos back in the groove. Especially in the second half. They need a shooting. They are behind by 6. Talking about the Republicans. Last shot here for Muntinlupa. No. Humakyo. Oh. He passed the ball to Medina. He should have just threw up that desperation shot. So, at the end of the first half, our score is 40-34. A 6-point lead for the Muntinlupa Constructicons. First Cabegin doing his share underneath. And then Santiago No, defying the odds with that layup. That's our score. We'll be back to break down the first half after this commercial break. Stay with us for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway. Gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin, sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin, sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan.
Huh? Ah, okay. And that's our score at halftime. A 6-point lead by the Muntinlupa Constructicons over the Bulacan Republicans, 40-34. Some highlights from that first quarter. It starts with the big boy Lloyd Cabigin. Of course, Christian Nesho, his only basket of the first quarter. Meanwhile, Gab Capasio has been doing a good job keeping Bulacan afloat, but Muntinlupa starting to come to life, but Bulacan hanging on to that 20-18 lead. Come the second, it's still Capasio on that assist by Julius Lorenzo. Meanwhile, Cabegin continuing to inflict damage in the inside. Look at this, Santiago playing injured. And that's our score, 40-34. Look at the shooting clip. Well, Bulacan shooting much better, but they are getting less attempts. Why? Because they have lesser possessions. Look at the leading scorers, Capasio, Liwag showing the way for Bulacan, and meanwhile Santiago, the only double-figure scorer with 10. They say a master stroke by Coach Jerome Hercito to tinker with the starting five. And now Humakyo brings the Republicans closer. Well, that's a very good first half for the Constructicons, because yes, they are leading, but they need to hold on and continue what they're doing and end their 2-game losing streak. And I guess Cabegin knows that. Well, the Constructicons, they started the season well. They won their first 2 games, but now they're in the middle of a 2-game losing streak. Meanwhile, it has been win, lose, and win for the Republicans as Cordillera with the steal, and Cordillera, wow, you know, for a player of his size, he can really run the floor very well. You know, reminds you sometimes of his Uncle Pat, the way his Uncle Pat plays. Of course, his Uncle Pat was a very tall point guard. All right, RV gets the 2 points back. Still a 6-point lead again for Muntinlupa. But this is not safe by any means. Then Denilia wants to add to it. No. And another authoritative rebound by Liwag. Lorenzo faking. Liwag! Oh, yes! And again, will sound like a broken record. Always reward your big man for sprinting down on offense in transition. Yes, keep your big man happy with assists like that. Lorenzo to Liwag. So at the line for the bonus, Aldrich Liwag. Good. Slice of the gallery here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. And suddenly the lead is down to 3. 1 possession. All right. Santiago popping out. Oops. Yeah, another bounce. It will stay with the white shirts. 8 seconds to work with for Muntinlupa. Cordillera. They want to beat the buzzer, but no. All right, chance here for Bulacan to inch closer. Nesho speeding up things, but he decides to backtrack. They'll do the half-court set now. Humakyo, no. Nesho, and he loses control. So ball will go to Muntinlupa. Baseline inbound, nobody to receive. Finally, they find Tendinilia. Back to Villablanca. Villablanca now against Lorenzo. Cabegin against Liwag. This has been the matchup of the day. Jumper, Cordillera, no! Cleared by Liwag. Nesho. Nesho! No! A step in! By RV. 1 point now separating these squads. Bulacan on the warpath. Let's see how Muntinlupa will counter. Santiago. Yes, they needed that. All right, Capasio. Capasio. Oh, nobody marked Humacchio. Defense collapsing on Capasio, and Capasio with good vision to spot the open teammate. Bounce pass to Lloyd at the post versus Liwag. There's the help. Oh, turnover. All right. Capasio now against Tendenilia. They have the numbers, but Capasio takes it himself, taking the law into his own hands. Lead now with the Republicans. Next part to place like this. And then Capasio, after setting up, will score himself. Lead now back in the hands of the Republicans. Timeout. We'll be back for more for NBL Chairman's Cup. Wow, look at this, Humacchio. But right now, the story of this game is being written by Gabe Capasio with 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Wow, a place like that. Capasio, a prime candidate for best player at the end of this game. Okay, Santiago now will bring the ball down, the Spalding basketball. Spalding, the official basketball of the NBL. Inside, extra pass, Lloyd is open. Not this time, and another clearance by Humacchio. Nescio. Julius. No. And it will go out of bounds in favor of Muntinlupa. Meanwhile, Santiago has to be replaced. It seems they have to fix something about his wound. Yes, they're fixing, our doctors attending now to Santiago. Yes, they had to readjust that covering on his eyebrow. Of course, we noticed earlier that even the jersey of Julian has been stained with blood. So you can see his sweat and blood. Maybe a few tears mixing there. All right, Abarcar calling for a someone to pop out. Finds Villablanca. No defense on Villablanca, but an air ball. Look at Humacchio. Nescio! Oh no, too strong. Abarcar now. Tendenilia. From 16 feet, yes! Lead now back to Muntinlupa, 48-47. Seesaw battle here in Brengyao. Screen for Lorenzo. No. Battle for it, won by Abarcar. And ball will stay with the Constructicons. All right, Unisa is back in the game. Gives it to Tendenilia. Gonzalez. Gonzalez still. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. They have to fire. Abarcar not in position to shoot. Referee says play on. Nescio. Ooh. Nescio should have just gone for the layup. That the play just blew in his face. All right, Abarkar wants to pad their lead. Spin move by Nico. And look at the intensity here of Nicolo Gonzalez. Spin move. Great body control. And he gets the 2 points plus the foul. You know, spin moves like that, that's one move that will surely attract contact. Of course, our referees are trained to spot the difference between, you know, offering your body and a ordinary foul. But we'll talk more about that after this break. Stay with us for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup. There you see the huddle of the Bulacan Republicans. And again, a slice of the crowd here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Yep. This the NBL games, it's good entertainment for the whole family, as you saw in that earlier photo. You can bring the wife, the kids to enjoy the game. Four-point lead for Muntinlupa. We're just about to hit, we've just passed the halfway mark of the third quarter. Low-scoring game, huh? Reyes, no. And battle for it, it's won by, who? Let's see. Oh, ball is loose. And last touch on over Recess. Recess is going to stay blue. Bulacan. Okay, now Capascio to Lorenzo. Reyes popping out. Jumper. Oh! 2 more points to the account of RV. Meanwhile, Abarkar will slow it down. They are ahead. They want to take care of the lead. Nicolo asking for a screen. He doesn't use it. Instead, he spins again. Hand off. A lucky break. They keep the ball. Gonzalez for 3. Yes! Lead now up to 5. And in a game like this, a 5-point lead is a luxury. That's for sure. Meanwhile, Liwag being out-hustled by the smaller Constructicons, but they throw the ball away. Back with Bulacan. Lorenzo. Capascio. No. Tracked by Humacio. Extra pass. Ah, yes. And again, that is the result of good movement without the ball. Now stay active. Make yourself a target. Unisa. Long bomb. No. Oh, rebound by Liwag. Liwag now, as my unofficial count, has 17 rebounds. Another rebound, no, that will not count. The play was already whistled dead. So at the line, Gabe Capascio. Some people are pointing to to the game clock. So Capascio will shoot his free throws first. Okay, now they got it straight now. Got it straightened out. So our official time, our official time is 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, to be clear, that's correct. The time on your screen is correct. 3 and 32 left in the third. Our score is also correct, 54 to 51. Pending, of course, this free throw by Gabe Capascio. And now Santiago is back. I guess they adjusted this bandage on his eyebrow. Oh, missed by Capascio. Rebound Morisca quickly now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will explode to the basket. And he will not get the basket. Instead, he will shoot 2 free throws. I'll repeat, no, the task at hand for Muntinlupa, they need to arrest their 2-game losing streak. They cannot afford to lose 3 in a row because in our format, no, the teams will play only 8 games each in the single round elimination. That's right, only 8 elimination round games. And then the top 6 will qualify for the playoffs. The top 2 will go straight into the semifinals. And then the remaining 4, the bottom 4, that's number 3 to 6, will slug it out in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, Morisca making his presence felt with that 3-point shot. Lead is up to 4 again. Capascio driving strong. And it's going to be a foul. It's on Morisca. Well, earlier, Morisca making his presence felt with a 3-point shot, but a strong move. Oh, of course, that's a foul because, you know, Morisca was airborne. Six-point lead for Muntinlupa. Capascio now needs this free throw to trim it down. All right, down to 5. 3 minutes left before the 4th quarter. But still, a lot of basketball ahead of us. So there are about 3 minutes now, then 12 minutes, so a total of 15 basketball minutes remaining. Abarcar, yes! Back to 6. Liwag, met by the double. Somebody's open. Lorenzo to Capascio. Shot clock down to 7. Capascio, one-hander, yes. Four-point lead for Muntinlupa. Gonzalez. Gonzalez still. Hand off back to Gonzalez. He will fire now. No. Long rebound Capascio. 2 minutes left in the third. Oh, nice pass. But Lorenzo was too deep. He was forced to loop his shot. Gonzalez in transition. No. Pumacchio quickly now. Capascio. All right, Benedictos. 4 points for Benedictos. But the important thing is Benedictos is getting to score again. Woo! Offensive foul? Yes. So, offensive foul on Morisca. Meanwhile, Nesho will come back in, and the Bulacan coaching staff is hoping that Nesho will get his groove back. Again, we have not felt the presence that much of Christian Nesho in this game. And meanwhile, yes, that's what we're talking about. Finally, Benedictos is getting his shooting form back, and that is bad news for Muntinlupa. Republicans now on top by 1, 60 to 59. So at the line, number 89, Hilario Sabado III, or 30. But I like to call him Hilario. His real name. You know, sometimes it's nicer to hear the players' real names. All right, Sabado converts. And the lead is back in Muntinlupa. But for how long? Let's see. We got 1 minute left in the third. Capasio. No. And rebound won by Sabado. Morisca now. Gonzalez. No, but Morisca's there. Morisca. Oh, yes. What a timely hit by Morisca. After lead to 3. They'll wait for Nesho. Benedictos. Not this time, but Libog is there. And we have a whistle. Followed Morisca. Manu Cordiniera will come back in. Gonzalez will sit down. Also, Morisca will take a rest. Let's see, he was replaced by, we'll check that later. Meanwhile, back to live action. Underneath, yes! 2 points. Republicans now within 1. Bounce pass inside. Oh, well read by the defense. Here's Nesho. Nesho! Oh! Oops! Hold it. Hold it. We will review. Referees will review to make sure if it is counted. All right, we are not yet done with the third quarter. Let us wait for the official review. But again, your decision is as good as mine. What do you think, guys? Take a good look. Look at the release. Look at the light. Do you see the light? Yes, they have seen the light. Okay, so referee is making sure that he'll give the correct decision. All right, it's counted. That's right, it's counted. And with that buzzer beater, the lead is back with the Bulacan Republicans entering the fourth quarter. Look at the numbers of RV Humacchio making a case for best player. 15 points, 12 rebounds, and look at that. 6 nerve-wracking blocks. We'll be back with the deciding fourth quarter. It promises to be a classic. You are watching the NBL Chairman's Cup. We are pumped up. Yes, folks, we are pumped up. This is the start of the fourth and deciding quarter. It's the Bulacan Republicans in blue versus the Muntinlupa Constructicons in white. Andy Servino here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. We promise you an instant classic here. Bulacan just stealing the lead, literally at the buzzer with that triple by Christian Nesho. They're on top 65-63. And we begin hostilities as we take a look at our scoring by periods. Of course, again, the story there, that buzzer-beating 3 by Christian Nesho to restore the lead to Bulacan. But now, Muntinlupa in possession. They can either tie or go ahead. Cordiniera met by 2 defenders. And Bobo stay with the white shirts. But a good job by Javier to break up the play. Only 6 seconds, Only 6 seconds on the shot clock. for Muntinlupa. Sabado taking sweet time. Here they have to fire. Santiago, oh yes! What confidence there by Santiago to take that shot and make it. And they throw the ball away. Uh-oh. Not exactly the best of starts here for Bulacan. But they should recover in a bit. I mean, we have a lot of time. Only a minute gone by in the fourth and deciding quarter. Codinera looking to pad their lead. Santiago, nope. And a rebound controlled by the Republicans. Nesho exploding to the basket, too strong, but Javier is there to clean up the mess. Now talking about Christian Nesho. Christian Nesho with only 7 points, but you know, 7 important points, especially that buzzer beater to end the third. Codinera, yes. And now Codinera with 9 points to his name. Capascio. Bulacan looking for the tie or the go-ahead. Ball tapped out. It will stay with Bulacan. 12 on the shot clock. And that's the cue for Lloyd Cabegi to come back. Look at that. Look at the shooting form of Manu. Of course, his nickname is Manu. His full name is Jude Emmanuel Codinera. Oh, changing hands in mid-air, Lorenzo. We are tied at 69 all. All right, Muntinlupa not rushing things. Codinera, a bit too far. Santiago, good line. No! Rebound, Capascio, quickly now, Nesho. And Lorenzo! Oh, Lorenzo could not complete, but good defense there by Villablanca. Codinera, too strong again. Santiago! Santiago is fouled on the way to the hoop. At the line, Julian Santiago. And you see the intensity, the game face of Coach Jerome Ejercito. You know, Jerome Ejercito, the coach, no different from Jerome Ejercito, the player, just as intense on the court. Intense and cool. Almost the same expression the whole game. Lorenzo. Lead now back with Muntinlupa. Meanwhile, Capascio. No. Okay, chance here for Muntinlupa to double their lead. One of the best games played so far this season. Or for this Chairman's Cup, rather. Oh, steal! Completed by, oh no! Referee says play on. No whistle. Santiago, short. Back with Muntinlupa. Fresh 14 to burn. Codinera. Looking for a teammate. Will take it himself. Oh, yes. And the referee signaled for the sportsmanlike foul. They will review. This is likely a landing spot foul. And, of course, you know, that landing spot foul, talking about that, you know, regardless of there is contact, as long as the player, the defender, plants his foot on the landing area of the shooter, of the jump shooter, it's automatically a foul. They don't need to get into contact, but in this case, Codinera getting into contact with the foot, or stepping on the foot of Christian Nesho. And that should hurt, but you know, Codinera would rather shake off the pain for the moment and go for the win. this game is far from decided, folks. It could still go either way. No clear winner yet. Well, of course, obviously, you can see that Cordillera rolled his ankle on the foot of Christian Nesho. Uh-oh. So now Nesho has to sit down for 3 minutes. And that's a big development because they will now be playing majority, a good length of the fourth quarter without their main point guard, their veteran leader. So Nesho will be eligible to come back at the 5-minute and 27-second mark. So it's very crucial for the 5 on the floor to hold on until the penalty of Nesho has lapsed. So this will be a very vital 3 minutes. So expect Nesho to check back in once eligible. So at the line, Manu Cordillera will shoot his free throws. First one is good. You can see on your screens Capascio and Nesho. Well, right now they are seated on the bench and they can do nothing except cheer. But of course, again, like what I said, Nesho will surely be dispatched once the 3 minutes is over. And that will be fast, I tell you. Well, it will just fly by. So ball will stay with the Constructicons. They are ahead by 4. Villablanca against 2 defenders. Lloyd is free, short. Chance here for the Republicans to inch closer. Lorenzo. All right, big task at hand for Lorenzo. He has to hold the point guard spot while Nesho is sitting, and yes, Lorenzo rising to the occasion. 2 points to his name. Abarkar. They are ahead, so he will try to control the tempo. Make it work in their favor. Cut to the basket, reverse is short. All right, chance here for Bulacan to tie the game or go ahead. Lorenzo, inside, good read to RV. Good choice by Lorenzo. Go for the higher percentage shot. We are tied at 73 all. This will not be the last. I know it. I feel it. This will not be the last, I tell you. Kabegin for 3. No. And, of course, since it's an air ball, the shot clock did not reset. So it will mean a turnover in favor of Bulacan. So now a chance for Bulacan to taste the lead again after a long, long time. So this will be a crucial possession. And like what I said, they can lead after a long time. Lorenzo, back instructions. Arce, no. And they could not control it in time. They ran out of space. So a blown opportunity here for Bulacan. Meanwhile, Aldrich Liwag will return. They need his inside presence. And that will be a good combination with Arvi Humakyo. Now make that interior defense airtight. Gonzalez. You can say point forward. Nico Gonzalez. Why not? Cordillera. He can also play point forward. Cordillera. Oh! Ball slipped. And now Lorenzo is fouled A preemptive foul given up by Abarcar. Only 2 fouls on Francis. And it's the turn of Nico Gonzalez to be warned for resentment or complaining. Lorenzo to RV. Oh! Pass well read by the defense. It's a turnover. Abarcar now. Abarcar. No! Humacchio there to collect the rebound. Lorenzo. And a foul on Abarcar. That's his third. So, again, a final 6 minutes, might as well. You have fouls to give them. No good. Chased by Jobert. And Jobert is fouled. So now a fouling spree here of sorts for the Constructicons. 40 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Liwag receives back to Lorenzo. Oh, a foul. And quickly, Abarcar now has 4 fouls. That's like 3 fouls in succession for Francis Abarcar. So now Coach Ejercito has no choice but to bring back Julian Santiago to replace the foul beleaguered Francis Abarcar. Liwag back to Lorenzo. Lorenzo. RV. Long steps. Oh no! And it's tapped to Santiago. Quickly now. Gonzalez. He'll wait for his teammates. That's the wise thing to do. Wait for them to take their positions. Let's do the set play. Manu. Corner. Quick ball movement. Runner. Yes! Muntinlupa back on top. 75-73. Lorenzo. And by the way, Nesho is already eligible to come back. The 3 play minutes have lapsed. But so far so good. I think there's no need to bring Nesho in at the moment as this combination is working well. But we will see. Well, before that, Capascio will check in to replace Arce. So at the line, all eyes on RV. RVJ. Ball will stay with Bulacan. And now, as expected, Nesho is dispatched back into action. 14 on the shot clock. Capascio. Whistle. Oh, pushing on Norjan Tendinilla. At the line, RV. One more point for RVJ. Second one on the way. 2 for 2 for RVJ. A good defense there by Nesho. Gonzalez is forced to pass. Then Denilla. Shot clock down to 9. Cordillera down to 6. They have to shoot. Lloyd. No! Oh, back to Lloyd. Lucky break for Muntinlupa. Shot clock is reset. Cordillera, no. Inside. Oh, good defense. Another block. It's a block party. It's a block fest. Whoa! And on cue, Nesho announcing his return with that basket. Unselfish play there Good recognition, trusting each other. Nets them 2 points, and possibly even more with this free throw by Christian on the way. Yes! 5-point lead for Bulacan. This is their biggest lead in the fourth quarter. Oops! Oh, offensive foul! And Lorenzo doing some push-ups before standing up. 5 fouls now on Santiago. Take a look at it again. Oh no, the fouls on Tendenilia. Okay. And okay, yeah. And I don't know if Lorenzo enrolled in ROTC in college. Meanwhile, Liwag ups their lead to 7. And don't look now. This is a cause of concern for Muntinlupa. They have allowed Bulacan to build a 7-point lead. Morisca, no! Nesho with a rebound. Nesho, easily one of the best rebounding guards in the NBL. And now Lorenzo will play it cool, using the double screen. Nesho asking for it, but ball will stay with Bulacan. Yes, Liwag. Again, good movement without the ball. Good recognition by Lorenzo. Lorenzo. Oh, steal by Santiago. Santiago will take the law in his own hands. Santiago. So at the line, Julian Santiago. And again, the officials have instructed Santiago. There is blood permeating out of his bandage. So it seems that ever since he sustained that cut, the bleeding has not stopped. Oh, that looks bad, huh? Because by now, the wound should at least be clotting. But Santiago shakes it off and completes the free throw. And the lead of Bulacan is down to 4. And they have no choice. See, it's part of our rules. They have no choice but to sit down Santiago. And they will fix his wrap on his forehead. Oh, what a block! But Bulacan keeps the ball alive. Shot clock did not reset. Shot clock down to 9. Capaccio knows it. One-hander is an air ball. And Gonzalez. Wise move. So ball will go the way of Muntinlupa. Again, this is not a one game by any means. This result is far from decided. A lot can happen between now and the final buzzer. That's for sure. Do not yet pass judgment. See? Cabege now makes it a 2-point game. Nesho. Medina. Capaccio attacking with the finger roll. And it's back to a 4-point lead for the Republicans. Gonzalez. Asking for a clear out. Looking for a teammate. Manu for 3. This will be major. No. All right, Nesho, crossing the timeline. We are nearing the last 2 minutes. Any moment now, you will hear the sound, and that will surely charge the adrenaline of our players when they hear that sound. Here we go, it's winning time. And on cue, Medina bangs in 2 more points, 6-point lead for Bulacan. Muntinlupa calls a timeout. Great assist by Capasio to the cutting Jobert. Another angle, same result. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game. You are watching the NBL Chairman's Cup. All right, back to the ball game. We have just entered the last 2 minutes. It's winning time in the NBL. Hold on to your hats. This will be fast. Don't blink. You might miss a bit of the action. And it's going to be Muntinlupa basketball. So about a second, 2 seconds chopped off the game clock. Morisca. Codinera. Bounce pass to Cabegin to the post. Cabegin. Oh, Cabegin losing his balance. And now Lorenzo will slow it down. Asking for some movement. This time, Liwag pops out for the screen, but Lorenzo bounce pass inside, and a turnover. Cabegin now whips it to Villablanca, to Morisca. Morisca will wait for his teammates. Cabegin, he wants to atone for his miscue earlier. Let's see if there will be redemption. He has the ball. Lloyd to Manu. Manu! Oh, Manu! Only a 2-point shot. Good defense. Shot clock down to 12. Capasio says head. Capasio, one-hander is good. That's his patented shot. Lead up to 6. Gonzalez. Gonzalez, what did he do? Cabegin, yes. Down to 4. Muntinlupa needs to stop. He needs to stop. Take a look at it again. Capasio with a crucial shot. Ball will stay with Muntinlupa. So the question is, will they go for a 2 or will they go for a 3? Well, let's see. It's up to Coach Jerome Ejercito to instruct. And we will bring you the end of this ball game, the conclusion after this commercial break. Stay with us. You wouldn't want to miss that. You're watching NBL, the Chairman's Cup. And that was a quick one, only a 30-second, okay? That was only a 30-second timeout called by Coach Jerome Ejercito and the Muntinlupa Constructicons. They have possession. So the question is, will they go for 3 or will they go for 2? Let's see. 30 seconds left. They're having trouble inbounding the ball. Oh, they'll go for the quick 2. And And as expected, Bulacan reacting by calling a timeout as well. And a good pass from the inbound by Nico Gonzalez to the cutting Santiago. So now the Republicans, it's their turn to call a timeout. So will we hang on to the air or will we... all right, we'll break for a commercial. And we'll be back with the conclusion of this game. Stay with us, please. It's going to be a good one. So on your screens, the Muntinlupa Constructicons, and they are ready to play defense. They need good defense to force a turnover. Okay, here's the game situation. Actually, look at that. Bulacan has 4 timeouts left. Muntinlupa has only 1 timeout left. And Bulacan has 1 foul to give later on in case the ball goes back to Muntinlupa. Liwag. We will try to burn as much clock as possible. But of course, they have to shoot to be sure. This will be big. Oh! Dagger! Dagger by Nesho. Muntinlupa is confused. Gonzalez! No! Who has it? Humakyo has it. He will not shoot. But they don't need that basket anymore. It's a win by the Republicans, 91-86 over a very tough Muntinlupa Constructicons. And Christian Nesho, we said we did not feel him for the majority of the game, but when it counted the most, Christian Nesho making his presence felt. Wow! A classic example of it's not how many you score, it's when you score that counts more. 91-86. We'll break it down more after this break. Stay with us. We'll catch our breath. You're watching the NBL Chairman's Cup.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at pangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway.
91-86 confirmation of our final score. Congratulations to the DF Bulacan Republicans, winners over the Muntinlupa Constructicons. And our best player of the game, well, he was all over the court, both on offense, but more importantly on defense. Look at that, 21 points, 15 rebounds, 6 nerve-wracking blocks. Wow, no other than from the Republicans, RV Humakyo. RV, nakadalawa ka na, pangalawa mo ng best player ito, ha?
Oo nga po.
So, you know, itong team mo, no, Bulacan, ganito, no? Panalo, talo, panalo, and now, Meron na kayong first time back-to-back winning streak. Ano bang tumatakbo sa utak mo ngayon?
Siguro po, gusto, gigil na gigil lang po kami manalo po. Para po sa province po namin na Bulacan po. Inaalay po namin, tapos po sa mga pamilya po ng bawat ka-player ko po.
Sige. Now, I asked this, tinanong ko to kanino kay Jeff Santos, no? Kasi nakakadalawang best player din siya. Ikaw naman, no? Like what I said, this is your second best player award this conference. Yung first time na nanalo ka ng best player, how did it affect yung overall confidence mo? Lalo na ikaw, no? Ito yung first tournament mo bilang isang ganap na professional player.
Siguro po sa naramdaman ko po, marami pong congratulate sa akin po. Kasi po lalo pong tumaas po yung moral ko po para po mas lalo ko pong ganahan po maglaro po.
Yeah, that's right, no? Kumbaga, we are only touching the tip of the iceberg for RB Humaki. Of course, expect more and better games to come as the conference progresses. O RB, pagkakataon mo na to na magpasalamat sa lahat ng sumusuport at nagmamahal sa'yo.
Una sa lahat kay God, salamat sa binigay mong lakas ng loob sa akin at kumpiyansa. At kay Gov Daniel Fernando po, sa aming mga boss, sa aking teammates, sa pamilya ko lalo. Tapos sa Team Abiria at Team Sunday at sa barangay ko po, na Barangay San Pablo po, sa Hagonoy po. Tapos Team Hagonoy po, binabati ko po kayong lahat.
Alright, there you have it, our best player, RBJ, RB Humakyo.
Ako si RB, Certified Homegrown ng Bulacan.
Alright, there you have it again. As our best player, RB will receive gift certificates from our sponsors, Surge Fitness and Kuberg Shoes. Again, congratulations, RB and the Republicans. Oh boy, what a win. What a win here for Bulacan. No, it was decided. It was not decided until the final play. Of course, he started a good start here for Muntinlupa, but Christian Nesio, showing that he is, you can say the standard for point guards here in the NBL. And Muntinlupa, you can say a good adjustment for Coach Jerome. And Bulacan hanging on to that slim 20-18 lead. Good adjustment by Coach Jerome, not juggling his lineup to confuse Bulacan a bit. And it worked early on. And Cabegin still the recipient of so many passes from his teammates. Of course, you have to commend Julian Santiago for playing with that bandage. That's our halftime score. Come to the third. Still a close game, and here's RV. Good defense leads to better offense. But I like to see his highlights, especially on defense. Those 6 demoralizing blocks of his. Wow. There was a point that he had more blocks than points. Okay, outlet pass, Nesio. Such confidence. And with the third, Bulacan still hanging on. For a while, we thought that Muntinlupa had this in the bag, to be honest. But Bulacan not giving up. Of course, Nesio was forced to sit down for 3 minutes due to a flagrant foul. But he came back with a plumb, and he hitting that dagger 3. And you can see the emotion, very fitting. That's our final score, 91-86. So, that wraps up our NBL Champions Cup doubleheader today at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in San Fernando City. Wow, what a game. Earlier today, of course, the Pampanga Delta winning over the Las Piñas Oil Machine, and just now the Republicans victorious over the Constructicons. So until the next NBL game day, this has been Andy Servino. See you soon, Philippines. Bye. Love you all.